Welcome in. I am GpaSilverMane, and this is Sunday Night Highlights on a Monday morning. It's kind of catchy. It works out better for me. It's quite wonderful. So I'm going to dive in here and do a full update from day 62 until day 71, which is the current day we're on is day 71. I did one of these for New Year's Eve, and doing this now will get me back in the routine of every Sunday or Monday. One of these will come out, weekly updates on my free-to-play account following my guide. And I just want to show everybody here kind of how it's going, what I'm doing, where I'm at, progressing after 71 days. Which is actually, we're doing quite phenomenal. So I will start here. I'm up to 868,000 TCP. Strongest team, 227, as you can see over here. I don't know if these are my strongest characters, and they aren't, actually. Okay, yeah, because it's a different number, my bad. All-time arena rank 77. 108 characters unlocked. That is phenomenal for Blitz. That's 21 teams for Blitz. So that's actually quite wonderful. Latest arena rank. As you can see, we're 373 right now in the arena. I still haven't got Cersei. I'm one shard away. I pulled one shard twice out of basic orbs. I'm still waiting for another one. They have yet to offer me 5 Cersei shards for 450 cores. And at this point, I don't even know if I'd buy it anymore because I'm just so fed up with it. It's unreal. Alright, jumping over. We are level 65, pushing towards 70, working towards Dark Dimension. I will show off my roster here a little bit before I read off my highlight notes. And the way I'm thinking about it right now is Icarus, Moon Knight, Shang-Chi, and then probably Sharon are the 4 that I'm going to use currently for Dark Dimension 2. Now, if I get Night Nurse up, I don't know who the 4th or the 5th will be at this point. A Web Warrior might come into play depending on how long it takes me to get them built up and such. Now, I do recommend going Shadowlands starting out as the original team, or your first team to farm. That's going to change as Web Warriors become accessible, farmable, depending on where they go and how to get them. They might actually overtake Axemen, and it's going to totally change up, well, not totally, but somewhat change up my beginner's guide. And I'll make a new updated version as necessary. Currently, my original Marvel Strike Force 2.0 version still holds true. It always will, and that's the good thing about it is the flash events and challenges. That'll never change. The characters you use to beat those might change, though. And the best beginning team may change as well. So we'll see how things go down the line, rather. Following that guide, and you're already invested into it, keep following it. It's not going to hurt you whatsoever. It's going to keep you on the right path to success. Now, I am going to go on my main account here and show you real quick. This is my Shadowlands on my main account, and I've been building them up. So I'm going to push them to level 70 and G13 them, and then I'm going to go into Dark Dimension 2 and try it. As you can see, their star levels are a lot higher than most people will have it at level 70, so it's going to be a different outcome. And that way I can just kind of show how they do in Dark Dimension 2. Level 70, G13. Obviously, my Night Nurse is huge. She is a G15, 3 T4s in her already. She's quite wonderful. But I want to do that to kind of give you an idea. Obviously, you have to take into consideration I have 25%. I have my Stark Tech maxed. High red stars. You know what I mean? 6, 7 stars yellow on each one. So it's going to be a different outcome than what it might be if you just hit 70 and you built them straight up to G13. With Web Warriors coming in, there is a bio, 1 skill, and 3 mystic. And with Cersei and Icarus, obviously it made it kind of hard to focus on Shadowlands. But I do want to show them off in Dark Dimension 2. I don't think that's a team that most people are going to use, if any. Obviously, it's if you have Cersei and Icarus, you're going to want to run them, and they will do it by themselves. Now, Moon Knight's a great city hero, in my opinion. And I will be using him throughout the Dark Dimensions personally. If something else comes up that's better, I will use it. But pretty much, I'm focusing Moon Knight max, no matter what. Whether or not he can do Dark Dimension or not, I'm going to max him. Shang-Chi, I'm obviously going to utilize as a plug and play. Mass damage, get me through the content to get the gear, to level the characters I want to level. Alright, so let's go over some of these highlights here real quick. Day 62. So 61, was New Year's Eve. I got one Cersei shard from a basic orb. Now, January 1st, day 62, Happy New Year, obviously, right? We were going for 8-0 in war, and I 3-starred the original mutagens. And I'm going to cover challenges and everything here after I cover these highlights real quick. So I was able to 3-star the original mutagens challenge. Day 63, reached Milestone 1 in Avengers Tower. That was huge for me because that's as far as I got. I got to, I think floor 10 is what I was on when it ended, and I never got the second milestone, as I imagine most newer players didn't. It wasn't very new player friendly. Day 64 was my dad's birthday in heaven. Day 65, I pulled 5 gold orbs for 3.95 million gold. I unlocked Green Goblin. I beat 3 stages of Asteroid M. So I went into the events because Magneto was here, and I did 3 stages. And stage 2 gives you 150 mega orb fragments. Stage 3 gives you 1250. So it gave me a full mega orb, which I opened. It got me 50 kitty shards, which I didn't really need. And we unlocked Ghost. I'm doing pretty swell on kitty, so those extra shards do help, but they're not like game breaking, you know what I mean? Obviously, I'd rather have had a Kestrel or something personally, but kitty is part of the best raid team currently until the Web Warriors fully release. And then moving forward, Web Warriors, once they become farmable, will replace Axemen as the best starting raid team to farm. And that's consistently changing, you know what I mean? Obviously, if you go Axemen, they were the best. So a new, better team coming for Doom raids is not going to change that. Axemen are still phenomenal, and you'll do just fine with them. All right, day 66, nothing really big happened. Day 67, I unlocked Cable. I hit level 65, baby. So we did unlock Dark Dimension, which I find to be just kind of a spender's thing. I don't know why they do that. Maybe it's to induce spending. Because at level 65, this opens up. But you need 6-star characters for Dark Dimension 1. And you can't G13 characters till you're level 70. So really, at level 70, you're going to play Dark Dimension 2 first. It takes a really long time to 6-star 5 characters. Other than Hulk and Wolverine. They will 6-star super, super fast. By the time you hit 65, you're not going to be there. So, like for me, let me look here. I think it's just Wolverine that I got currently. No, I don't want to see that stuff. Wow, I don't even have a 6-star. Yeah, I do. Where's he at? No way. So he's only at 5-star currently. Alright, so I don't have any 6-star characters on my free-to-play here. So I don't understand why it unlocks at level 65. That's kind of ridiculous, but it opened up for me. Needless to say, I'm planning for Dark Dimension 2, and I will be doing a full guide covering all my footage, who I'm using, why, how, what happens with it, the results and such. Alright. Unlocked level 7 basic ability enhancements. Now T4s. Game gave me 360 T4s and 200k gold to invest. Essentially, at level 65, they let you do T1s. I think at 66, you can do Let me show you on the screen here. That's actually a better way of showing it. See how I can do this? This unlocked, I don't know when. But like right here, to T4, you got to be level 68. So at level 68, I'll be able to T2 that. And then level 70, you can do the ultimate abilities. And that's just weird since you can't T4 them all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's to space it out so you don't just go willy-nilly and invest in all 4 of these thinking, oh, this is the greatest character. And it lets you research a little bit more and see what you actually should do, I think. I don't know, honestly, why they did it that way, but they did. And they gave me a bunch of T4s. I actually want to show that, too. If 1,320. They've just been handing them out. Plus, we're doing U7. U7 2, which I'll cover raids here in a moment. We're actually rocking right along. Unlocked Cyclops. War against SWE Strike going for 10-0. Their TCP is 75 to 100 million. Ours is 20 to 25 million. So we punched up huge. We dominated them like always. Received access to my 37 Armory and 15 orbs and 87 Armory 14 orbs, which was huge. So at 65, these become available, I guess. I don't know why that is, but these 2 popped up, and all the orbs I had been saving from Milestone orbs or Milestones rather, because you actually get them in here. Armory 14 orb fragments. And this for like the high roller and stuff. Obviously, I don't usually go that high. Save the World gives you a lot as well. Armory 14s, Armory 15s. And you usually spend the 1800 every 2 days. So you're getting a decent amount. And they stack up by the time you hit level 65. Now, if you're not spending the 450 core refresh a day, you're not going to have that many. And it's just tons and tons of gold gear, which I would highly recommend you do. It's going to help your account. Now, day 68, we unlocked Squirrel Girl. Unlocked Scarlet Spider. Really? Red Star Orbs. I 3-starred Tier 3 Chaos Theory. And I can't show that off. I will push further past it though. Once it pops up again. My thing was you only get 3 attacks, and it was my first time doing it, so I could only move to the 3rd one. But I have him. Well, I guess she's still pushing towards 4, so is he. But I'm getting closer. He's at 5, which is phenomenal. All right. Unlocked Hand Archer and Ravager Boomer on day 69, and then day 70. We went 11-0 in wars. I pulled a 5-red Gamora, and Shang-Chi. So red stars were just freaking crazy yesterday, opening them up for Spider-Punk. It was just sick. So Shang-Chi, that was huge. A 5 red star on him. He's now in the Blitz Orb. You should be opening Blitz Orbs, definitely. Same reason as for before. White Tiger, Misty Knight. A lot of great characters in there, as well as the gold. But I pulled a 5 Gamora, and I haven't invested a penny into her. I actually have her at 3 stars. So someday, my Infinity Watch will look good, but it takes so long to get them, I'm not messing with it right now. I did get a 4-red Spider-Punk, which I found to be phenomenal. I want to look at my Scarlet Spider here. I got a 3 on Scarlet, and then my Spider-Punk. Where are you hiding at, buddy? 4 red. Look at this guy, man. He's so sick. By far my favorite web warrior. Other than OG Spider-Man. And then today I just unlocked Silver Samurai from the Strike Pass. So that's kind of the characters and the big highlights of things that have happened over the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Now I do want to cover the game modes here and my Flash event characters. So I want to show these off real quick. City Hero. Whoa. I was going to say, what's going on here? Boom. So these 2 are going to come up, obviously. I'm farming them. Arena Store. It's gotten difficult not being in the top 250. I haven't been able to buy Daredevil every day, so it's more like every 3 or 4 days I'll get one buy of this, of Daredevil. Otherwise, I get my M'Baku or a Red Guardian every single day. And then as they stack up, there's days that I'll get 2 pulls of Red Guardian or M'Baku. But for City Block Party, boom, 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 boom. And I haven't got very many miles. That's crazy weird, right? From the Blitz Orb. But we're just rocking along that's for Block Party every 2 months. Now I'm going to click, I want to go and show off my Mercs and my Wakandans. And my Mercenaries are coming right along. Now from Blitz Orbs, Raid Orbs, I've been node farming him. He's almost to 5. Well, he's headed towards 5. Once he hits 5, I'll stop farming him till the other ones catch up. And I'll probably focus Pemtech at that time, depending on where the Web Warriors go and how they're farmable. But otherwise, I've just stopped farming Night Nurse. She's at 5 stars plus on this account. I will show you that here in a moment. I stopped farming her to focus on, I think the next character I was going to focus is Stature for Pemtech, so I can get her up towards 5. And that way when we unlock Yellow Jacket's node, we can just focus Yellow Jacket, you know what I mean? Get these characters done and ready. There's no reason to take Taskmaster up to 6 or 7, because he can't do anything higher than these other characters, right? And I've been farming him every day on the node, and as you can see, he's actually slower, and I started farming him since day 1, whereas I've been farming him for like a month. So Raid Orbs again, it's going quite phenomenal. I actually need to rank dude up here. Let's do that. skill military and Wakandans I do want to show off. Why have the screen open? Right here, Night Nurse. See how she's at 5? There's no reason to push her any further. I mean, you can, obviously, but for City Heroes, she's way high on stars. That's Block Party, and for Shadowlands, she's blowing everybody else away in Shadowlands. Looking here, he's at 4, headed towards 5, 4 towards 5. Again, Daredevil, headed towards 5. And Elektra, she's almost 2-5. So, I pulled off her for a little bit. I'm going to focus stature. Today's actually the first day I haven't farmed Night Nurse since I've started this account. And that's just because she's so far ahead. Quite honestly, you get more shards of her than anybody else. And yes, I could take her to 7 stars and she would help a lot more with Shadowlands. But I like to keep them even, for like Block Party and stuff. And if I can focus on some other things that I'm going to need in Stage 2, which is Pemtech to unlock my Jubilee. One of my favorite characters, of course. Now, this is my skill military roster. I don't believe I used her. I did not. This is the 5 I was using last time boot camp came. I do not farm Yelena below it, and I have her at 4 stars, man. It's sick. Like, her orb drops have been phenomenal on this account. It's unreal. Now, when there's a 2x event for boot camp or skill military characters, I do farm her then. I take advantage of all those double shard drops. Bear in mind, most of the time I get 0 out of the 5 fights, but I do try to take advantage of those. He's the most important, honestly, because it's on my main account. Once you can tier 6 it, you're probably going to be tier 6 for a long, long time. I don't know if the investment's worth it going any higher for boot camp, personally. It's quite an awful flash event. I mean, it gives you tons of good loot, but it's just so, so difficult. Alright, Wakandans. I want to show off my Wakandans here, and they're doing pretty swell. Boom, 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 boom. He's a triple threat, so that's why you want to focus, if you're going to level a character, Killmonger's the one to level, because he's in 3 of them, right? Payday, Chaos Theory, and Skilletary. Boot Camp, rather. Flash events. Congrats, Commander Brick. Spider-Punk, nice. See, I did get Spider-Punk on my main account. And I think I'm going to stop buying those characters like that because they come so fast. I might pick one here and there. I don't know. It's just not financially plausible at this point. But Spider-Punk is my favorite, and I did get him on my main account. I will get him from the event on my free-to-play. So Shuri, we're working towards Shuri really, really well. The unlock for her is Spider-Verse, in my opinion. Now, you can go Sin 6, but it's just not free-to-play friendly for me. And the way I have it set up is that it's free to play. So again, Spider-Verse, I'm getting the Web Warriors as I get them, but the ones Rhino, Electro, Miles, and OG Spider-Man, and then Mysterio. And he's headed towards 4, almost there. He's headed towards 5. Wow. So Miles, Rhino, and Electro. Electro's actually ahead of him. These 2 are lacking behind. They need to catch up fast. Now, obviously, I'll be able to use Spider-Punk. Probably get him at a 4.5 star. Coring his event campaign. If one of these other characters pops in, great, but I don't see that happening because I don't farm them. Now I'll try to hurry through some of this content here. Arena, you know how it's going. 373. I'll bounce up and I'll get up to like 253 and I fall back. My squad that I've been running is just not getting through people. I throw Sharon in sometimes. I've tried Night Nurse, Kitty Pryde. I've tried all sorts of combinations, man. I cannot get past. And right here, I'll show you right now. Cersei Icarus. Here, let's refresh it a few times. Cersei Icarus. Or you'll get an Icarus and 4 Infinity Watch. Or a Kestrel, 4 Infinity Watch. So it's rather rough. Challenges, I think this is a big one here that people like to see. And this is the one that I kind of want to show off. Web Warriors is going to help me phenomenally here. And this is the one I struggle the most on. Even with these higher power characters, I can't get through it. So I'm bringing up Scarlet Spider and then obviously Spider-Punk as I unlock them. This is the one that it's the only one I can't play, I don't think. We'll see here. I'm maxing these. I'm trapped by level cap. Level cap. And now this one starring it with Icarus, I do believe. I haven't had to invest in anybody else yet. Which is actually a lifesaver because just resources are so strapped, right? Building materials. This one I couldn't beat. And I tried my butt off. So I've been having to auto win this one. And I just can't get through this, man. It's crazy. So I'm going to keep working on it to get those T4s coming in. And I'm leveling Sharon up as fast as I can. I mean, I'm not spending over the million. That type of stuff. This one's max behind a level cap. And it's almost the same identical team as that other one I just looked at, right? It's rough. Now, original mutagens, we 3-starred this. This is wonderful. And I went heavy into my Axemen because I know I'm going to use them for raids. Plus, they have 2 out of 3 of my favorite characters in the game. So, obviously, I'm going to try this one, but I don't think I'll be able to get through it. It's a lot harder. Alchemy. Here's the squad I ran. And I don't know that I used Panther, but I just brought him up recently for the Resolute trait, but I might have ran him now. Otherwise, it's 3 Shadowlands in my Icarus. Expertise. See, I don't have them ISO'd high enough yet, is why I haven't been able to try that. But the squad I used... See, I don't know who I brought over these two. I have other characters that are apparently eligible, which is interesting. And last but not least, original industry. Actually, this might be the one that I just can never get into. I leveled Misty Knight because we're setting up our ward defense a little bit, as well as she helps out in Gamma raids. I do believe it's Gamma, where she can go up the middle and clear the defenders or hero for hire section. She will fit phenomenally there, right? So she's multi-purposed character. I threw some resources into her, as well as she's one of the better characters that I have currently for this. It's one of them kind of things you kind of do for your alliance. You know what I mean? Like, and our defense is looking beefy now with all the hero for hires on defense. I would highly recommend that to anybody out there, to at least get 4 of those characters going, put them on ward defense, and it'll slow down an opponent's offense. Because early to mid game, like McMull said, there's just not a lot of people with Infinity Watch or a team that can counter 4 heroes for hire. So it takes several attacks, or it just stops them in their tracks, essentially. And it can win the war right there for you. I've got as far as I can go on Red Stars, I think. I don't think I'll hit the next milestone here, but I am going to max this one. I do want to talk a little bit about Ghost Spider here. My rank was quite awful, 1.8. I did max the milestones, though. Find me 147,000. Dear goodness. It wasn't pretty at all. I don't know that I got very many shards for her, and it was rough. I don't think I'll be getting her unlocked to my free-to-play account until she becomes farmable. And it's often quite a while after the blitz is in that she actually becomes farmable. So it just doesn't look very promising. I do want to cover some raids here and talk about these. Now, we are doing U6.5 here. I actually went in and launched U7.2. We tried U7.3 and we could only 30% it. We can't get the first-time reward. So I bumped it back to U7.2, and that way we can, fly through them easier, get a higher percentage, over 60%. Sometimes we try for 100%. We might bump it back up to U7.3. I'm not real sure at this point. Beta 4, difficulty 1. We would just run regular beta, normal, but we're doing difficulty 1, 30%. We're struggling to get to that 60% because it is quite harder. Now, that rewards are sensational. The gold orb, you want to get to beta. I think beta 3 gives you the gold orb fragments as well. U6.5, we just destroy it. We have a couple of members that actually are going through COVID right now and have been really ill or having some personal things going on. So we're not 100%ing, which we don't push for 100%. If we 60%, we're happy. If we get 100%, great. But we like to 60% stuff. You know what I mean? We're not die-hard crazy fanatics or anything. You know what I mean? Obviously, 100% would be great. But we're doing this so we can still get some blue building materials. And we actually went back and did some U6 ones for first-time rewards for some newer members. Just to help them get that extra boost and jump up. You know what I mean? But I think we're going to set in... Gamma's coming up. Yeah, Gamma's going to be starting here soon. 7 hours. So we'll be switching over to Gamma raids now. Gamma, hopefully Gamma 4 and Ultimate 7, 2, or 3. All right. I want to thank you all for watching till the end. Definitely like and subscribe. I'll be doing one of these update videos every Sunday or Monday. If you have any other questions or want to know anything else, kind of what I'm doing and or why, definitely check out the Discord description in the link or Discord link in the description below. And I'm happy to answer all your questions. You can also comment on this video and I will answer them as soon as I see them. But yeah, much love, stay healthy, and we'll see you next week.